It's not what I wanted to go to. Isn't she lying? Lot of oh boy, did not load that. Good morning on life. Looking out here, trying to see what this whole market has to give us. Last week, I was noticing the environment kind of change on us. You know, the spot started kind of going downwards, and so I wasn't so willing to buy lows. The lows are kind of getting dropped through. We'll see what comes this week. If we can find something with some good range, good volume, and maybe even a catalyst to go with it. I'm sure you got some good shorts last week, though. It's definitely a nice reddish week. Oh no, One Life. I saw that going up. I was like, this is the thing is for the most part on my the things that I've been doing is buying reversals. So I'm buying the lows. I'm buying like really low, like at the pivot. And one of the things that I look for is a try by the buyers. When I'm looking at the candles, I'm looking for the buyers to try to push it back up. MLGO, the push up was so weak and it just immediately faded. I was like, nah, that's not my type of move. I did see it at the highs. It went up to like $10, and after it did this big red candle right here, I was like, yeah, that's not really what I want to look for because this big red candle outsides all the other candles on the day. And so I just wasn't confident that it was going to be able to bounce for me, so I just didn't do anything. And the other reason I didn't jump into that is when I looked out here on the daily chart, um, right here, where is it? MLGO. When I looked out on the daily chart, I was like, okay, well, I really don't see any significant area that's been tested that could be support, right? The only thing that I kind of saw was this 360 right here, but that did not come into play on that day. So I was like, on the daily chart, don't really have some key levels to buy it. So I don't want to just jump into this thing. And I'm glad I didn't because it just faded even into aftermarket all the way through this 360 level. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't take that one. But I was definitely interested. Donnell had called it out, and of course, it was one of those that you could have. There was some opportunities to scalp it to the upside, but I don't do breakouts, so unless they're breakouts to the downside, and I can see some consolidation, but to the upside, I really don't play with those too much. Good morning, Lori. But yeah, that was my reasoning for staying out of that one. I'm looking for some obvious support to buy it. I've also been watching oil continue to play around this $90 level. I don't know if it's going to need to test back to the 85s. If it does, I mean, I might add to some positions if it tests back to this level, previous breakout. Would be a nice consolidation right there. But if it doesn't and it wants to come down even lower, I still add. So just looking for oil to play around. And it had this previous little double top looking area here at the 93s. We'll see what happens when it gets there. Tried to get up to what the 92s right there, but 93 is going to be the push if it can push through that. But yeah, just observing the market, looking at the overall environment, and trading accordingly. Let's see, SQQ is up. Okay, E. Looking for some movers with some. And another thing that I've added definitely more into the strategy is looking for range plays, and trying to, I guess, calculate or approximate the range on these moves. Because what I'm looking for is, 20, 25 cent winner. I'm good. If it can give me more, I look to sell half and just hold half, and then look to sell another half as it moves up. But I'm just not really messing with the 10 cent winners, anything like that. I'd rather get something that is worth it to me for the risk reward. Because I mean, I'm already buying low. It's not like I'm buying in a danger level or a danger area, especially around support. If it flushes through support, well, that support didn't work, but that doesn't mean that all of them will fail. So, you know, I've also been keeping my eyes kind of tuned into HE Hawaiian Electric. That company, my thesis on that one was that they would perform similarly to Pacific Gas and or yes, Pacific Gas and Electric during the California fires. They caught a couple of lawsuits and they came down. I think their ticker was PCG. And where did they come down to? PCG. So PCG, they came down during their lawsuits all the way under 10 and have been recovering ever since. So I'm using this as maybe a previous model for HE Move. HE Move, the Hawaiian fires, they caught lawsuits just like in California with Hawaii. So I've been watching them and taking little bits and pieces as they continue to hold different levels. So taking little bits of this one to see what their recovery looks like. Of course, they said in their they put out their statement. They said they're not restructuring their company. They're not stopping their dividend. They're just continuing to do what they were doing. They're not going to try to let the lawsuits, really get them down or whatnot. They're going to continue doing what they were doing before the fires. And so I really think that they could recover like PCG. If they want to come down a little bit more and try to test the 10, then that's where I will be looking. But they do pay a dividend, so I'm getting that dividend. It's a quarterly dividend as I'm building a position in this stock. So I am patiently waiting. And these are more like long-term holds. The dividend plays. I got how many tickers do I have now? I got a lot. I got like 30 tickers that I'm in getting dividends from, just building out a dividend portfolio. And it's been nice. Got some monthly dividends, got some quarterly dividends, and they just drop. Yep. One Life says risk, reward, and patience. Definitely. My thing is I think I need to be more patient in the trade than out of the trade. Like I'm patient, I get a very good entry, get around the supports, and I'm like, I get in there and I'm like, oh man, come on, money, let's go. And That's one of the things is patience within the trade for me. Good morning, Donnell. What you got on your scans today? We're seeing my scans, the things with some good ATR are popping up here. Of course, they're all relative to the SPY in the NQ. SQQ, I don't really know what XOXL is. OKE, one oak or one OK. TQQ, Tesla is up here. Had quite a bit of a drop on Friday from the 57s down to the 44s. SPY still looking very bearish, so I'm gonna keep the market in mind as I'm looking around today. And also MLGO, man, I would be so disgusted. Like, when I first started trading and everything, and I would just be looking for these breakouts, and I would just hold. I'd be like, man, I don't know why I was so patient in the trade back then. I was like, I was just in the trade like, yo, whatever, bro. It's coming back up. It's coming back up. I don't know why I was so patient in a trade that was horrible. In a trade that shouldn't even be held. You buy the high, starts going lower. You like, you don't even take into consideration the size of the candles, the wicks, nothing. Just hold. But now I'm getting in low with very good risk and reward, and I'm impatient in the trade. I'm like, oh man, I take this 100. I take this, you know. But then again, with the greens, if I just take hundreds all the time, just hundreds, 200, $300, it does build up. So I guess that's one good thing of the risk and reward, because I usually go green immediately. Donnell says Arnaz. Let's see what Arnaz is looking like. That's $1.21. Let's see what that ATR is. Arnaz. That ATR is looking like 17 cents right now. Good morning, Reliable. Reliable says AVTX over 15 could go. AVTX 14. It's 13 cents. Oh, over 15 cents. Oh yeah, it's 13 cents right now. Arnaz, let's look at the news there. They have a positive preclinical glioblastoma results. Right. Company hired preclinical. Okay. They got a little bit of news. And does AVTX have some news as well? It's up 14%. No, they don't have any. But we'll watch it. I don't see anything. I don't see anything with some better ATR up here. So see what that ATR is on AVTX. Or yeah. AVTX definitely has volume. It's got an ATR of 4 cents. So what I'm looking for on when I say ATR, I mean average true range. What I'm looking for is 25% of the average true range. So the way that I calculate it, and I showed this in the last one, all I'm looking for, let's say if it's an average true range of 50 cents, I'm looking for 25% of that. So 12-cent winner would be okay on that one. If it's 80 cents, I'm just looking for 25%. So that'll be a 20-cent winner on that one. So that's kind of how I've been doing it, and it's been working. You just go green, and if I am super nervous, I'll just put a stop right at break even when I go super green. But I've been getting a little bit more patient because some of these they kind of wick down back down to the where I'm in, and they just pop right back up. So I just kind of have been more patient with that than just putting it right at break even, because it seems like break even is their target to stop you out, right? Let's see. MNG business says based on what you do, make the watch list of low stocks. Well, I'm not just looking for low flow stocks. I need certain parameters to be met. One, I need something with volume. So I'm looking for over 1 million shares of volume. And it really doesn't matter. And the reason that I don't just look for low stocks is I want to see if there's something else in the higher caps, higher market caps or whatever that's getting the attention, right? Also, I like to keep up with the market environment and the stocks that are following the market. So if you got 13 stocks following the market heavily, like we had on Friday, the market was dumping and those 13 stocks were dumping. So that's a lot of places where shorts can make money. And I'm like, okay, if shorts are making money over there, how many shorts are going to be attracted to this particular stock? And the stock on the day for Friday was MLGO. It was all over the rooms, the discourse, and all of that stuff. So, but it was getting cracked down. The other thing I'm looking for is range. I don't want something with 4 cents a range, because if I go for something that's 4 cents a range and I'm looking for 25% of this, I mean, what am I really getting, right? I'm gonna have to be okay with a 1 cent gain, and I already know I'm not okay with that. I I'm just not okay. Get the 1 cent. And I'm like, get one more. And then the other thing is the R-vol. Of course, I want to see some good relative volume. But yeah, one of the things that AVTX and RNAS is missing for me is the range. It got good volume. They're over 1 million shares in volume. They got RNAS doesn't have as good of relative volume as AVTX, but AVTX, that range is throwing it off. So I need everything to be, boxed in. Follow what I'm looking for. Right? One Life says everyone loves low floats because they're so explosive. True, true. GWH. And the other thing is, if I did set up this scanner the way that I have it right now, just to get low floats, there would be none on here, because low floats would be showing up right now if they were here with the range and all of that I'm looking for. So they're not there, so I'm not gonna go pushing to find them. Push my requirements down just to find low floats. I want them to meet my requirements and pop up on the scanner. If they're so good, they will compete on the day. Let's see what is the SPY doing? SPY still under the 430s. And that's another thing that I realized that I did a whole lot when I was a little while ago. Is when I didn't find something on the day, when it wasn't popping up, when it wasn't meeting my requirements, I would go fishing for stuff. I'd be like, man, I didn't find anything. Let me just see if I can just search for it. Let's see if I can, really, really push for it. But the thing is, I realized that was really crazy, because what I need is for people to be with me, not a bunch of people trying to search and find the Holy Grail. But the Holy Grail is like obvious. It's like big. It's out there. It's not like some kind of star constellation where we're all trying to figure out the dots, connect the dots. Everybody can see it on the day. That's what I'm looking for. Like, for instance, AVTX is probably something that everybody can see on the day. It's got the big volume, 44 million, but it's missing some criteria of my own. Like, just because everybody can see it still doesn't make it tradable. MLGO was a perfect example of that. Ardenaz hit a high up here of 128. One Life says casino action. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I think depending on your risk and reward, you can make low floats work for you for real. Because I haven't been taking any big losers on low floats, buying the dips, buying lows and stuff like that. My only problem is patience within the trade. Once I'm green, I'm like, man, I'll take a little bit. I'll take a little bit. I just be taking, bro. Reliable says GDHG, blue skies. Let's look at that. GDHG up 6%. Where is that volume? Let's see. GDHG. Just looking over here on TOS. GDHG. Is this all of the history it has? So it's traded here 450, 573. Yeah. That thing needs more volume. Let me look at what that range is looking like. GDHG. Range is about 44 cents. Relative volume, I guess on Friday was 5.14. Yeah. Like I said, that's one of those I need everybody to be with me. If I was going to do something like GDHG. All right. Arnez 128 possible resistance. I don't even know. Let me look on a daily chart and see what this thing looks like. On a daily chart for Arnez, if we look back, where would be possible resistance for this thing? Popped up all the way to the, so it's got a 282, but that's not super obvious right there. Has a point here at 559, but nothing super obvious that's close that can be pushed to. The bottom side of this was 2, and this is what I don't like. I don't like fishing for support and resistance. It's just like I want to see something that's actually showing some good support and resistance. What else? AVTX. This one had quite a bit of a drop from 4s all the way down here to 11 cents, and it's now up to 13 cents. This one has something right here at the 29s. But since the average true range is 44 cents, I don't know. It might go up to the 17s, might go up to the 20s, but definitely if it blows past this, that would definitely be an outlier for it to try that. And what was the other one? GD. Oh, we already looked at that one. GDHG. Let me look at what these stocks actually are. GDHG. Got about 5 minutes to the bell, less than 5 minutes. Golden Heaven Group Holdings. This is another Chinese company. Reliable loves Chinese companies. Its industry is leisure. Its consumer cyclical. Golden Heaven Group Holdings Limited, an offshore holding company, engages in the development, construction, management, and operation of urban amusement parks, water parks, amusement projects, and amusement facilities in China. It operates 6 amusement parks, water parks, and complementary recreational facilities. The company was incorporated in 2020 and is headquartered in Nanping, the People's Republic of China. All right. What was the other one? AVTX. This is a biotechnology company out of the United States. They're working on a clinical stage biotechnology company focuses on the development of therapies for the treatment of immune dysregulation. Okay, so let's look at some of the things they are trying to fight. Monoclonal antibodies, none. It's oh my gosh, eosinophil, asthma, Crohn's disease. Let's see, fusion protein. They got a couple of things, but yeah, we'll see what how their action is out of the open. Arnaz, another biotechnology company out of the United States. What are they working on? Various cancers, so treating and identifying various cancers. Master regulator, so they're looking. It has a range of cancers, including breast cancer, pancreatic cancer, ovarian cancer, colon cancer, glioblastomas, and others. Yeah, so they're basically trying to target cancer-causing genes there. Okay. All right, we got about 2 minutes to the bell. We're gonna see how these things do. We got two medical stocks and then a Chinese stock that was called out by Reliable, GDHG. You bought ownership in one of Ben's songs? Oh my gosh. Ben is gonna hate you. Just don't take 100% ownership. He's trying to be the he's trying to be the new Kanye. Let's get it. Reliable says GDHG 70% gross margins, 50% operating. Okay, okay. Five break was legit. Friday probably a slower mover, but continuation looks good. Yeah, maybe. All right, Arnaz popped up there quickly to a high of 146, right under the 150s. We'll see if 150s becomes some kind of psychological resistance. Yeah, Kanye. He dropped a I think he dropped some new songs or whatnot, and he's trying to get back popping after he stays in the news all the time, but he's always trying to get back popping. We'll see who wins the competition between him and Ben. Think think Ben's got the leg up because he doesn't have so much bad press following him. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, Ben released a song. Yeah, he released a couple of songs. Arnez out here at the 131s. Gonna see how it does. We also we just wanna watch everything for real. Arnez, do you want to test that 150 real quick? Up 107%. A lot of hopes and dreams trying to get this test of the 150. What's up, Dallas? Ben's song. Oh my goodness, I had to go and look it up. I know he's playing it everywhere. Let me see. Where is my Spotify? Let me find it real quick. Arnaz hitting that top at the 150. Looks like it's going into a halt at 150. Oh, he's in here. He's in the I was just about to Discord you, Ben. Uh get a link dropped in here. He says it's called No Screens. Arnaz going into a halt here at that 150 level. GDHG going on up there as well. Reliable, I don't know if you're already in there, but you got a little bit of a move, a little bit of a breakout over the 35s, up 16%. Never mind. Definitely a breakout up to the 680s. All right. Let's see what Arnaz wants to do. Got 21 ATR, 21 cent ATR. Okay, reliable. Well, there was a little bit there, but that's definitely one that you would have had to get in, and just hold and hope. But it may come back and test this $6. I don't know. It's only up 80 cents. We'll see how much volume it takes to move it. But it definitely needs more volume. Speaking of, the SPY is continuing down under the 430s. We're seeing 428 out here. Tesla is red. So will this be another little red day? Ooh, oil is coming on up. Coming on up. I want to see that thing move back over the 91s and show us some movement. Now, the area that I was looking for that was interesting is this little double top here. So it's got a double top right at the 94. And I was looking for it to try to break this. I think that break will become very, very bullish there. But, just letting things play out for today. GDHG also into a halt. Let's look at what time Arnaz is supposed to be opening up here. Oh, wrong one. Halts. Arnaz halted at the 9:31:26. So this should be a 5-minute halt. 9:36:26. We'll see what happens there. Dallas says he's holding TNA. He's been shorting semiconductors and day trading some ETFs. I've been swinging ETFs, and he says I'm looking to get into breakouts again this month, given the interest rate getting flattened. Yep. Yeah, I've actually been swinging ETFs, the ones that pay some nice dividends and are moving in a nice upward trend. Okay, so we got more popping on the scans now. SQQ is leading the way with range and volume. Tesla, TQQ, Amazon, and all of these are looking red on the day. Seeing Amazon continue down red. QQQ, PLTR, TLT, Apple. Apple is really not super red on this. It's kind of holding this bottom. Nvidia, XPEV, AMD, Google. A lot of things. Rivian. That's one of Daniel B's and One Life's favorites right there. Rivian. Guarantee they played that. Mara, LI, IWM. Okay. AMC, Baba. Baba's back up there, down, or it's been gapping around a lot. Had a gap down, gap up, gap down. Baba's weird. And then AMC right here floating around the 750s. All right, Arnaz popping open up to the 160s. A whole lot of volume up here above the 150s. Whole lot of volume. Let's see if it can get up. Look at that. 100 and is it halting again? Okay, no. It's getting some big pushes up to the 175s for a breakout. And we'll see how it holds this 150 here. 20 million shares traded on it. So it went from basically the 150 up here to the 175. So about a 25 cent run up. Let's go ahead and put that resistance out there and see if it holds it down under that 175. 70s getting tested hard. Looking at the tape to see if more 70s come on. We're seeing 69, 70s. There was a 77 really fast. Wow. Okay. So it hit 77 up there, or 78 high. That was way too fast to even predict that one. And then it bounced right back down to 150s. Okay. Let's check out AVTX. Was another call out by Reliable. Coming up here to this this top here around the 15s, which is where Reliable is looking. Had a little pull down from 30 cents and looking like it wants to test over this 15, but we'll see. Continue to get a lot of volume. 68 million shares traded on it. GDHG has not come out of his halt yet. Touching the 15s now. And looking like it wants to play around for today. Up 25% on that one, 7% since the open. Yeah. When they come out of those halts, sometimes they could be very good, depending on, especially if they have catalysts. If they have catalysts out of a halt, those are the ones that, I noticed that do really, really well sometimes, but maybe it's well for a couple of seconds and not so much minutes, because they can definitely rip up on you. Okay, so our NAS back under the 150s. So that 175-ish level, 180-ish level, did hold it down a little bit. We'll see how it holds this bottom here. Where did I get this bottom from? From the 125. Our NAS. Where did that bottom come from? Oh, I see it. So I think I was looking right here. 120 level. Right at the top of this that red candle there. But yeah, under that 125, it'll be red on the day actually. We'll see. Back up to AVTX, breaking over the 15s. Reliable is very good at those callouts on the open, man. He got a, I don't know if he took this trade, but he there was definitely some love here above the 15s on this little penny stock. I guess what I'm looking at is down the road, how's this thing going to continue to act throughout the day? But he's like, yo, all I need is the first couple of seconds. But yeah, it broke out almost a cent, 1 cent. And that right there, I need more than 1 cent. I'm looking for, 20, 25, 30 cents at least. Let's look at when GDHG is going to be unhalting here. Halted at 932. Maybe it's a 10-minute halt. It should be opening up at the 42.30. Man, we've been doing good out here, watching the markets, capitalizing on what the market brings. I have I've become a mean reversion trader, looking for those nice pivots off the bottoms, looking for obvious support and attacking it. Okay, GDHG popped up all the way to the eights, from the 680s all the way up to $8. Very low volume still though. Big ranges here from 725s up to 7, like a 25-cent range, I guess you could say. Up 27% and pulling back there, testing this 680 real quick. Very big range out of that halt. See how it holds that up. RNAS up, back up to this 175 once again. So this will be the second test at this level. The first one was super quick, but it's pulled back up to the 175s and may continue to get a push here. Back into a halt on RNAS. I see another one moving up. Let me check this one out. It's called SE. C Limited. What do they do? Why are they up? They had a gap down. They've been holding this level here, 134, or not 134, 34, and popped up to 38. Did they have news or something? Asian equities. This is another Chinese stock or something like that. But not really seeing any big movers with that nice ATR sitting up there. RNAS back in within halts. Sometimes these multiple halts on something that doesn't have the strongest catalyst could give a nice little bounce down, but we're going to see how this thing opens up. And GDHG popped all the way back under the 680s, and that's what I'm saying, man. The volume, you got to have people to hold that thing up. Back under the 680s, dropped all the way down here to the 647 and halted down. Wow. So that's why we want some volume. We want people to be with us, risking with us, right? AVTX still doing this thing to the upside. Plenty of volume over here. Just that range is sickening to me. Let's see. AVTX trying to get up to 16 cents. Let me go look at what SE is. Okay, so this is internet retail out of Singapore. Okay, consumer cyclical. C Limited, together with its subsidiaries, engages in the digital entertainment, e-commerce, and digital financial service businesses in Southeast Asia, Latin America, and the rest of Asia, and internationally. It offers some kind of digital entertainment platform for users to access mobile and PC online games, as well as esports operations. The company also operates Shopee. I don't even know Shopee e-commerce platform. Okay, so they're video gaming. They also have some payments, integrated payment logistics, infrastructure, and seller services. They include offline and online mobile wallet and payment processing. So payment company kind of out of Singapore. Okay. I just saw it popping up. I was like, what in the world is this thing doing? But yeah, definitely moved from 35 up here to the 38. Has found a little bit of a double bottom here at the 35. So I don't really know what it wants to do. But definitely continue to push up, trying to do a little breakout. Gonna see how Arnaz opens up here in a minute. Arnaz halted at the 943.42. So 948.42. And then GD HG will be opening up soon after. So we'll pop from Arnaz to GD HG. See. 48.30s are about to come out, and we're about to see Arnaz either take souls or take souls. Let's see what it does. It's either going to get the longs or the shorts here. AVTX was not able to break over that 16 either. It pulled back. Let's see what Arnaz has in store. Should have already opened up, I believe. 48.32, 48.40. There it is, the open lower. So that may or may not be the best signal. Trying to hold up the 150. Will it start a cascade under the 150 to the downside? Getting a heavy push to that 150, but not able to break down just yet. Most of the times when they resume lower, I just already feel like the mentality is bearish on that. Usually the ones that are gonna continue going higher, they'll open up higher. You know what I mean? Like, but lower, man, you gotta have some kind of faith to be buying here when it's open lower. SC continue to push up as well over the top. What, 38s up to the 38. And then GDHG, where did it open up? Lower after that little halt down. So we'll see if it can break down to $6 even. Gave a nice little move for a couple of seconds, but SPY is also coming back above the 430s. Maybe this is just a test, but holding those 430s right there. Arnaz retesting previous highs at the 175s. Very sporadic stock. That would be crazy if it goes higher. That would be so unpredictable. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's back into a halt. Back into a halt up. All right. GDHG, I think that one's done for now. We got two other ones that are way higher, getting way more attention. So I'm thinking those will be the ones. GDHG is breaking down now, so we'll go ahead and clean that off. And we'll see where Arnaz opens up again if it's another 5-minute halt. So not only did it open lower, it came right back up to this top here. I'm scared of Arnaz. Arnaz might end up doing something very unthinkable. But looking over here on the scans, SC is leading the board in its percent gains, up 6%, still moving on up slowly. What is Run? Run is another one that has found a little bottom down here. IONQ. This one's up 3. Both of these are up 3% with a million shares traded on them. Yeah, I'm scared of Arnaz, man. It wouldn't even be a tradable stock for me anyway. With that low ATR, I need a little bit more range. It's what, 24 cents? So 20, let me see how much, what would I be trying to get off of 24 cents? Let's see, 24 times 25. I'll be looking for a 6 cent winner. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Okay. SE continuing trying to break that 38.50, and which it just did. Up 7% now. 3 million shares on board. I like to fear if I fear the right plays, if I practice fear on the right plays, maybe it'll, help me out. If it doesn't meet my criteria, then I'm fearful for it. I'm like, can't size into that, don't even want to touch it, that kind of thing. Run continuing up as well. RUN, the other one we spotted. Sunrun and SC were two that popped up on my watch. I don't even know if they have news. I don't think they do. I don't even know what they do. I guess I could look real quick while we're waiting on Arnaz to die. Sunrun. This is a solar company. Okay. That's interesting. I've been into this energy thing for a minute. I might end up looking at this one. Sunrun. They do not pay a dividend. They are based out of California in the United States. The other thing is we're about to go into winter months, so I wonder how cloudy it gets in the area that they're in. Sunrun Inc. engages in the design, development, installation, sale, ownership, and maintenance of residential solar energy systems in the United States. It also sells solar energy systems and products such as panels and racking and solar leads generated to customers. Okay. In addition, the company offers battery storage along with solar energy systems, multifamily and new homes. Primary customers are residential homeowners. Okay. So they were founded in 2007, headquartered in San Francisco, California. Anyway, they look interesting. Definitely getting some bullish action off of this bottom on the daily chart of the 1350s. Let's zoom back a little bit. Had a little bottom at the 1479. Interesting. Okay, Arnaz, go ahead and do your thing. Do your worst, because I am not in you. Halted at the 50.48, so it should be opening up at the 55.48. 8 seconds on Arnaz. There's the open. Where did it open at? Pushing on up there. Wow. Ooh. Little slam down back under the 170s. Needs to hold up the 175s. Looking a little red. I would hate to have bought that breakout right there. Wow. It's about to make them suffer. Can we get 71s back up there? 72s. 69s. All I'm seeing is 69s on the tape. 68, 67. Very choppy one. Very indecisive on where it wants to go. AVTX pushing back, push back up to the 16 cents. Not able to break anything yet. SC continuing up. One Life says, who buys breakouts? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Only a couple of 100,000 people with their hearts broken right now. Oh man. Well, you never know. You never know. You know. Maybe some hopes and dreams will be fulfilled. Maybe somebody will be smart and get out. I don't know. Getting over the 80s, pushing up there again. 189. This candle has 7 million shares traded on this 15-minute candle. Previous candle had 18 million. Right under the $2 here. Very choppy stock. Getting into those 190s. To trust or not to trust? I say not to trust. That $2 whole dollar resistance level is struggling getting up here, just kind of grinding up to the $2. I want to see some definite action. Will shorts get active here? Up 189%, 41 million shares traded on it. All right, well, yeah, breakouts are not a permanent trading plan, definitely. They need to be supplemented with plans to short, plans to buy dips, and plans to scalp. Yep, you got to do everything with breakouts. You got to, because you got to be able to compensate for the losses up there. But anyway, I'm about to get to my morning meeting. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely encourage me with the subscribe. Our NAS is getting halted right now. I'll keep my eyes on it and see what it wants to do. If I see anything else on the day, I'll probably drop it into the Discord. But yeah, definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're going to continue trading today, definitely keep your head on a swivel. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.